Well, good afternoon, everyone. Chief Meteorologist Marcus Walter here. For the most part, we are quiet across the Arklamis. We have had a few spotty rain showers, but as we look to our north and west, they're dealing with a number of severe storms and tornado-warned storms moving across northeastern portions of Texas up into parts of Oklahoma. And we'll be tracking that activity mainly to our north and west this evening, but then more activity on the way for us for all of the Arklamis as we head through Saturday. Now, when we look at the storm chances this evening, the greatest threat for severe weather will be in place across northeastern Texas and up through Arkansas. For us, we'll deal with a slight risk and even a marginal risk, but as of now, it looks like we may stay mainly quiet for the rest of the evening, and it's really Saturday we need to keep our guard up for. All across the Arklamis, across a large portion of Louisiana, we'll be dealing with the threat for severe weather, so we want you to keep your guard up. Know that storms will be with us for the bulk of Saturday, and some of that continues even into the overnight into Sunday morning. So again, timing Saturday late morning through Sunday morning, most of that wrapping up around 2 or 3 a.m. in the morning. Threats include damaging wind, hail, tornadoes, and flooding. All of that will bring major impacts to the region, so please stay aware of the weather and know that we'll likely be interrupting your regularly scheduled programming. We know that there's NCAA Final Four basketball that'll be taking place. We'll likely have to cut in if we get any tornado warnings across our region. When we look ahead to what's on the way for Friday, a few spotty storms could make their way into places like El Dorado as we head toward tonight, but the bulk of the severe weather should stay mainly to the west. But we're tracking a line of intense showers and thunderstorms that'll be moving into East Texas by tomorrow morning, because that's the activity that eventually moves across the rest of the viewing area. And we'll see storms out there anywhere from 11 a.m. to lunchtime, and these storms will continue to slowly move across the region. This is 5 p.m. when that intense weather is sweeping right across the area. So imagine dealing with very heavy rain, low visibility, strong gusty wind, tons of alerts. That's what we're expecting as we head throughout the day on Saturday. We'll start to see that activity push east as we head toward the late part of the day, but even toward 9 p.m., we'll still be dealing with intense storms moving across our eastern parishes and even across places like Monroe and areas farther to the south and also to the north. It's not until really Sunday, 4 a.m., 5 a.m. that we're finally starting to dry out, but we will be noticeably cooler as we head throughout the day on Sunday. This past week, we've seen temperatures reach the low 90s. Well, we'll be in the low 60s for highs as we head through Sunday. Here's another part of the story. I mentioned heavy rain, flooding potential. We are talking about extreme rain on the way from now through Saturday, even into Sunday morning. A large portion of our region potentially picking up more than 4 inches of rain. And that's really due in part to the slow movement of that front that will bring the severe weather. That slow movement will lead to that front slowly sweeping across our region. Now here's a look at temperatures. We are dealing with numbers near 90 degrees once again. That's where we are at the Monroe Regional Airport. And we're noticing wind out of the south right around 14, 15 miles per hour. That wind has been very noticeable today, but that wind helping to warm us up. When we look at numbers across the rest of the region, we're anywhere from the mid 80s to low 90s at this point. And we'll have one more warm day before that wet weather and stormy weather arrives for Saturday. So just keep that in mind. Here's a look at the Mad Dash 5K forecast. We're looking at temperatures in the morning in the low to mid 70s for the most part. But by lunchtime, some of those rain showers and severe storms will be pushing into the region. Tonight, we're going with the low of 74 degrees, and we'll be watching out for an isolated storm mainly to the north and west of Monroe. So El Dorado, you're still in line with stormy weather. And as we look toward tomorrow, temperatures will peak in the low 80s, but severe storms will be with us for a long time on Saturday. Expect them late in the morning through late in the evening. And then we'll start to see some relief arrive as we head towards Sunday. We'll talk more about your severe weather concerns tonight at 5 p.m. on KNOE. But as always, you can stream us on your Roku or Apple TV or even on our website. We will bring you the very latest, especially if weather threatens on Saturday. But for now, we'll see you at 5 o'clock.